Hi, I'm Dempsey Poulter, and while it may be a new year, I'm still up to the same old tricks. And what I mean by that is that I'm still reviewing movies, okay? I'm not doing anything illegal, I promise. But what better way to start off the new year than by reviewing this doozy? Buckle up, guys, because this week I'm reviewing Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, was directed by David Slade and stars Fionn Whitehead, most notable for his work in Dunkirk, Will Poulter, and Asim Chaudhry. And the film revolves around a young video game designer whose life begins to spiral out of control after he tries to adapt a popular fantasy novel into an interactive video game. While this film falls under the Black Mirror umbrella, it's still technically its own thing, and I do realize how redundant that sounds because everything in Black Mirror is its own thing anyway. I mean, it is an anthology series after all, but what I mean by that is unlike the TV episodes of Black Mirror, this one is a film, like a feature film, and similar to the video game that the film is about, it's interactive. Like, you get to choose your own decisions. You get to choose what happens to the character or where the plot takes you. And this is probably the first of its kind. Well, I didn't do a whole lot of research, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the first of its kind. And especially on Netflix. And I've got to applaud those guys because they continue to make strides in the way that we consume content. It's really impressive. In case you haven't picked up on it by now, I really like this film. And it's not because of its bold approach in its storytelling. I liked it because of its overall message. Now, for those of you guys who aren't familiar with Black Mirror, and I really am sorry because you are missing out on something fantastic. As I mentioned before, it's an anthology series. And it's very much in the vein of The Twilight Zone, except for the fact that every episode is kind of like a fable. And it's more or less about our relationship with technology today. Hence the name, Black Mirror. And each episode does a really fantastic job at holding up the mirror to you to show just how out of hand our relationship with technology has gotten, or is getting. And this film does a really good job sticking to that. But in addition to that, it does a really good job at tackling bigger themes too, particularly the illusion of free will. I really like the way that this film was designed. I mean, as I said before, from the very beginning, we get the opportunity to choose where the story takes us. And what start off as small, harmless decisions for our main character, Stefan, slowly snowball into bigger decisions with far greater consequences. So much in this film is left up to the viewer, or so we're led to believe anyway. My only real complaint about this film is the fact that I think it might just be a little bit too ambitious. Yes, it is cool, yes, it is new, yes, it is different, but I think it is just a bit too much at times. You see, there's this line that our main character, Stefan, has in the film where he says that he believes that users have too much of a choice. And I think that line is very applicable to this film, okay? We definitely had way too many choices. No joking, it's reported that this film has about 3 hours worth of possible content. And the actual story that I think that was originally told, or the original story that's supposed to be told, is about an hour long. So we're talking about up to 2 hours worth of additional stuff to access, depending on what choices you choose over the course of the film. And I'm not proud to say this, but I was definitely thrown for a bit of a loop during the movie. I went down a rabbit hole, and don't ask me how, but I ended up seeing almost all 3 hours worth of the content. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, some of it was fun, some of it was entertaining, but at times it felt a little bit repetitive, and it definitely did take me out of the film at times. And yeah, I don't think that that was supposed to happen. I don't think that that's what Black Mirror, and I definitely don't think that's what Netflix intended when they released this film. But it happened, and even as I was accessing all that additional content, some of it felt like I was watching, bits and pieces from unmade Black Mirror episodes, like scraps almost. Things that they couldn't make into, complete stories that they just kind of decided to sprinkle in here. And that's totally my opinion, like completely. That's not confirmed or anything like that. But Yeah, it's like some of the consequences to some of the decisions you make don't really line up with the original story that is being told from the beginning. And yes, you can make the argument that it is interactive and that, like I said before, you get to kind of decide where the plot goes. But some of the routes that this film takes, or even some of the routes that you can end up on, are just really out there. And I guess the best way to summarize it is, as I said before, it's just way too ambitious. As ambitious as it is, though, its moral and messages never really get drowned out, and that to me is probably the most impressive part about it. This is the kind of daring storytelling that film was built on, and I'm sure that the next generation of filmmakers will definitely be inspired by it, in addition to some of the other streaming services too. And for that, I'm going to give this film 4 stars.
Cool. Cool.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, I would ask that you please subscribe. I post new videos weekly, and it's 2019, okay? I've got tons of new stuff that I really do want to put out there this year. I know I've been saying that for a while now, but I've been really working hard to develop some really cool stuff that I think you guys will like this year. And plus, I got some really great feedback on my last reaction video, so I want to try and publish more of those, and I'm working on this cool other kind of series thing that I don't really want to talk about too much now, but it's something that I really do think that a lot of people will like. So stay tuned for that. I've got that and lots more to come this year. But yeah, guys, if you want to follow me for any updates, feel free. I'll post the links in the description box below to all my social media. And if you've seen the movie, I'm really, really eager. I know I say this all the time, but for this one, I'm really eager to see what you thought. I really do want to know what other people thought was the real ending, or just other theories that they have as to what some of this stuff really meant. I mean, it is Black Mirror after all, so most of the stuff is allegorical. So yeah, please comment. I really do want to know what other people think about this one. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for all your love and support thus far. It really does mean the world to me that you take the time out of your day to view these videos. I'm so serious, and I love making these videos for you. It's been a whole year since I began posting movie reviews on this channel, and it's been such an incredible journey, and I'm so excited, and it's become such a great passion of mine, and I cannot wait to continue. And I cannot wait to see where else this may take me, as silly as that sounds. But yeah, guys, so with that, I think I'm just going to get back to work. But until next time, I'm Dempsey Palat. Take care.